All that matters, isn't it?
Yes.
You see it? You see it?
Totally see it. Alright.
Go.
These are the things.
Make with the funny man.
Dance monkey. These are the things that I found from the internet. And I think you'll find some interest in.
Oh, man.
Okay, you know I'm currently obsessed with Transformers. All things, yes. It goes. It runs the gambit. You know, it hasn't been Pokemon in a long time. It hasn't been Pokemon in a long time, so I think we're coming back to Pokemon. And I'm almost 40. And I watch Transformer videos on the internet.
Are you crying?
Okay, so, you know what Headmaster is?
No.
Okay, so I typed in Headmaster on the computer.
No. Why?
No. Okay, it's these Transformers.
Hey, look, I got Pokeball as my item.
There we
Speaking
go.
of Pokemon.
Oh, no, I like you, Doug. Okay, so a Headmaster. It's a Transformer. It transforms into a head.
Were you trying to look up that?
Yes. Okay, so there's Transformers who don't have heads. Okay, they're headless.
They don't have heads?
And then these Headmasters jump on top. And they changed. It like runs all around. It could be anything. There's like 3 different origins to them. Sometimes they're power-ups. Sometimes they're just transform into heads. And there's all kinds of reasons why. And there is this guy has a series. It's called just the Basics, and it's about.
He's worse than you.
It's about it's about all the basic Transformers, and he shows the first one, and it's actual people in Transformer suits, and they like get in there, and it's all like just terrible. They're shutting doors on their arms and stuff, and then they fold up. And oh my gosh, because you see their legs, and you see like go over their heads, and like how can a human do that? And somebody said that it was like some kind of weird energy that gave him like super liver powers or something, but yet your bones would disconnect from him. It's really hard to watch. I don't know why, but it's just weird to see a guy fold up on it. Oh, it's so bizarre. Okay, I got some movies that you need to run out to the theater right now and reserve this.
What? You get a reserve a theater?
Yeah, you gotta reserve a seat because it's gonna be filled up. Okay. Did you like Rampage, the video game?
Oh, I saw the trailer.
For the Nintendo. Why would they? Oh, I do not understand why they chose.
The Rock is the new Samuel Jackson.
No, I like the dude. He's very humble. He comes from humble beginnings.
But everybody hates him on Fast and the Furious.
Well, that's because he's still in the franchise. Did you hear
Tyrese?
Yeah, did you hear him? Oh, he is not happy. Plus, they're taking his daughter. Did you hear him crying on the internet?
They're taking his daughter.
He has a daughter that he has shared custody with, yeah, and they're taking his daughter away, and he is not happy about it.
Well, sure.
And he's willing to cry about it on the internet.
Yeah. You can't make fun of the guy.
No, you can't. You gotta see the video. If I had a computer here, I'd show you. I can't remember his baby's name, but he's like, "Oh, they're taking my baby."
Terrible.
No, it's great. So, well, they came out and said that he was taking medicine. He's off his meds or something. That's why he's acting like that.
No.
he lost all rap credibility right there. So the Rampage of the movie's coming out. This is happening.
No, I don't want it.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in everything. I think he's some kind of reverse fame vampire, where if he's not in a movie for a year, he loses his powers. But like they're making the same mistake.
It's from the people that made San Andreas.
Yeah, I know.
Terrible.
They're making a horrible mistake because they're doing the same thing that made Godzilla suck, and they don't understand what they're doing. Okay, who are the characters? Name the monsters. Like what are the monsters?
Well, it's a wolf.
Yeah.
A lizard. Lizzie the lizard.
Nope.
What?
In this movie.
Yeah, it's like an alligator.
Yeah. Which alligator look cool?
It's the same thing.
Lizard's not an alligator, my friend.
They're all reptiles.
You take one in the bed, you'll know the difference. Okay, what's the other one?
Monkey.
Yeah, and there's one more. No one remembers it
I
though.
remember that one.
The rat.
What?
Yeah, there was like a rat.
You filthy liar.
I almost feel like you could get some of those ones too.
I could farm this dude for bombs.
So anyhow. I mean, they pitch you a movie about a monkey and a wolf and apparently a lizard or a gorilla or an orangutan.
Are you okay?
I'm slowly dying. So they pitch you that movie, and then they always tell it through a human perspective, and that's what sunk that Godzilla movie. Because it's 2 hours, a 2 hour long Godzilla movie, and he's in it for like 10 minutes.
It was like 11, 12 minutes.
I mean, in Japan, Godzilla's in it the entire time. Now it's terrible. He's a man in a rubber suit, and I don't particularly enjoy it. So a lot of
he
people
does breakdancing.
I saw you do a bicycle kick across the screen.
Yeah, that was.
You've been watching Mortal Kombat, have you? But see, that's what it was, though. They focused on Godzilla, and this one is like, watch these guys' lives get ripped apart because nobody cares about that. Nobody cares that your wife is trapped across town and has to escape. They want to see Godzilla rampage a city, and this is going to be the exact same way. We're going to be concentrating on The Rock trying to get his ape friend back to normal, instead of just seeing the destruction. Like, there's not a movie here. There is not a movie here.
I don't know. I thought the video game was pretty deep.
And they do have the rights to Tetris the movie. They are filming, so I mean, what are they going to do with that? Like, that is... There's no story.
I like the movie Pixels. A lot of people hate it.
Oh my gosh, that is the worst movie ever.
Either.
And it makes no sense. Why did Kubert become a beautiful woman? Exactly.
Maybe I didn't watch it all.
And then also at the end, Kubert's there too. And I thought, wait a minute, he's a beautiful woman.
Why does Sonic date women?
We've been over that last issue that nobody heard. I raised up some good points on why he dates women. It's just that movie.
Bestiality.
Pixels is the worst movie of all
it ain't
time.
the worst one.
It's gotta be. I found zero pleasure in watching it. I didn't laugh at any of the jokes.
What? It was hilarious.
You're not being serious. There's no way you found Pixels amusing at all.
It wasn't bad.
It was too.
No.
You could tell that Sandler was not even trying. I mean,
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Oh, I think it's Santa. I don't remember even that.
Man, when he's shooting that gun up, he could care less. He's just... The centipedes are coming down.
It's because it wasn't in Hawaii. It needs to be in Hawaii.
He was done with that movie. That movie sucks, and he knows it. And Rampage is going to be the same way. It's not going to make any sense at all. I don't even know why they're doing it. I don't even know how you could write a movie based on Rampage and make it interesting. Because you have to humanize something. You have to humanize something. And there has to be a main character.
The alligator thing, or Lizzie the lizard, it can't go in a building. Thing was in the water.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm sure there'll be some kind of flood or something that pushes the alligator up all the way in.
It looked really bad. It was terrible.
Alright, well, I'm moving on because that thing was... Yeah, I can't wait for more trailers to see where they go with it, because it's just going to be terrible. I mean, graphics can only carry you so far. It looks good when that ape shoulders down and hits that building and wrecks it. It looked like from the video game, and I was like, oh yeah, from that game.
I didn't know.
But
in the video game, they punched holes on the sides of buildings.
I can't even figure out what you would do with it. I mean, if you're going to do something like that, just make it cheesy then. But it's not. It's not cheesy like that. It's going to be handled seriously, which is going to be the worst. It's just such a terrible idea. Alright. Did you say they caught Steven Seagal?
What?
Yes.
Who did he molest or something? What do you do now?
He had an awkward encounter for Under Siege 2, the sequel to
On the
biggest
train?
film of all time, Under Siege, where they find a submarine. I think it'd be hard to hide on a submarine, but he found a way. So Under Siege 2, he's I can't remember. Oh, wait, who was it? Okay, I'm just gonna throw a name out, so this is where we're gonna get in trouble. I believe it was Jenny McCartney.
McCartney?
Yeah. Isn't that her name?
Is it McCarthy?
Who's the Playboy star? Jenny
McDougal.
Yeah, well, if we had a computer in here, we'd solve this up real quick.
I'm not telling you not to bring your computer over. I don't know what the problem is.
So anyhow, So I don't know who it is. We'll just say it was somebody. Possibly Jenny McCartney, maybe. Even if that's how you say her name. And she goes in to go as the audition as a woman. And
As a woman?
No, audition as like the female on the train. And he's like, okay, take your clothes off. And she's like, there's not a nude scene
Sure.
here. And I guess he just, this is all allegedly, he won't, I guess he's not interested.
Wait, are you scared of Steven Seagal?
I did like extra words of that.
Oh, DMX? Oh, jeez.
That was,
I watched Pixels twice before I watched
no, Exit Wounds is way better than Pixels.
What about Cradle to the Grave?
Oh, that was just DMX had an idea for a movie. Hey, I have an idea for a movie. The movie I was just in.
I have the same idea for a movie. But Chris Farley and David Spade did it.
So she ran away, and then I guess But there is a woman in the movie. We've seen it. There's a woman in the movie because he's the one who says.
Is she naked?
He gives her a gun, and he says that with an automatic and a semi-automatic, do you know the difference? She was in it. I wonder if she got naked for him. It makes you wonder, like, hey, you were in the movie. So anyhow, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking,
How hard were you thinking about it?
who would make you sad if you found out that thing? Because it's going all over Hollywood, just like every person is doing this, like everyone. So I mean, it's gonna happen eventually to everyone, unless you really get ahead of
I'm
it.
gonna say Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean. I hate to see that.
These guys are not attached to this anyway, and there's been no accuses or anything. But I was always
Accuses?
I think Chris Evans would make me sad
That's what I was
because
thinking,
I
too.
like him.
He's
I think
Captain
he
America.
is Captain America. I think that's really how he is, and I'd be really sad if it was on there. Dustin Hoffman's on the list for
Bring me
allegedly.
a Peter Pan's penis.
Allegedly. Trying to molest a woman.
Trying?
Well, I suppose he attempted. But that one surprised me. I was like, Hoffman seems like a nice guy.
Definitely.
But it really is anything. Like if a man just grazes a woman, then that's what it is, And I feel kind of bad for these guys. And then that leads me to my next point, which makes me sad. Al Franken. It happened to him too. He's a senator. He was a SNL alumni, and he went on to become a senator. And he's on a USO tour, and there's a woman with a flight jacket.
Yeah, I saw that.
Playboy bunny
He
with
was
a flight
grabbing her jacket.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is where it gets murky, man, but she's not feeling anything. I've had those jackets on. You worn those jackets. You can't feel anything on those.
No.
But, at the same time, she was asleep. And he was, I don't know, I guess, showing authority over her or something. I mean, it's not right.
He was trying to be funny.
And he did. Yeah, I mean, I would just chalk this up to trying to be funny. Because let's not forget, Trump is the president, and he said stuff about women that Billy Bush can't get hired to this town, and Trump is the president, and all Billy did was agree with him. Said, yeah, that's what you would do. You're talking to Trump. And that drives me nuts. Trump's the president, and Al Franken's getting in a ton of trouble because he honked invisible boobs in a flight jacket. But at the same time, we probably shouldn't be doing that. Now, I heard he did try and kiss her and stuff, so that's real weird, and he shouldn't do that. But I love.
Why are you winking?
I love Al Franken so much, man. He's one of those guys who I was like, hey, man, everyone on the hill sucks except for Al Franken because he's getting stuff done. Like I totally believed in him. I was thinking, at least we have.
He's getting something done.
At least we have one good guy up there. We'll be okay because we got one good guy. And then you're like, hey, that good guy that you love so much? Yeah, here he is honking invisible breast. He's as bad as the rest of them. Although at the end he called a hearing, an ethics hearing on himself. So I thought that was pretty funny that he went up there and called to have all of his ethics, questioned. And they haven't done one in like a long time. So, and everyone was like, "You're gonna do one on yourself." See, that's the Al Franken that I remember. Like, I don't know. It just makes me really sad that happened because. Why I'm saying it's not a Weinstein and it's not a Kevin Spacey, but I just feel bad because I wanted him to do like a bunch of crazy stuff in there, and he hasn't.
Well, he did.
So with Steven Seagal, which they said everyone tried to figure out how tough Steven Seagal was because
He's not.
He looks so
dumpy.
But when it happened, I started laughing. I go, "There's the Glimmer Man." But like, they said that Seagal ran his own dojo in Japan.
No, I didn't write dojo.
And they said that you have to be like legitimately tough to do that because they will come and fight you. And masters.
People do that on the street all the time.
Masters will fight masters, and they said, and if you lose to a master, why are you teaching me? Because
don't you become a Ronin?
This guy's like, moves are going to be better than yours. So, and they said he survived. He had a dojo for like years, so he's fought at least once. And he beat him, so he had to be the real deal at one point.
Yeah, I used to be able to run 2 miles in 13 minutes. I can't do that anymore.
Well, they
get out
said,
of breath driving that now.
Well, Chuck Norris is the real deal. They said his spinning back kick was unbeatable. And in a tournament, they said all he would do is just wait to throw that spinning back kick because they said you couldn't defend it. He would just tear you in half. And that was Chuck Norris. And I've seen him throw it now, and it's not good, but he's like an old man,
He's like 75.
Yeah, but I mean, he's in better shape than me.
Delta Force? That was awesome.
So.
Oh, he's really in better shape than you? You're the guy.
I got you
the guidelines.
I'm a 40-year-old man that looks at Transformer videos.
Yeah, you got more problems than
Okay, so what 80s action hero do you think isn't going to get accused?
Arnold.
Yes. I don't know how Arnold has it yet.
Yeah.
No, before.
It's made, remember?
No, I'm saying like currently, like maybe it's just an old hat. Maybe we're just like, yeah, he's done half the town. We know Van Damme.
Bruce Willis.
We know Van Damme sucks. We know he's a terrible person.
Yeah, he's bad.
But like, I don't know.
Say Brucey. Juicy Brucey Willis.
Well, that would be like him. Even boring there. No. Okay. But I know you're a huge fan of basketball.
Yes.
You watch it all the time.
Hoosiers?
Okay,
Great
so I'm
movie.
just saying any basketball game that you've ever seen, anyone that you watched a second of it. What would be the greatest comeback in basketball history? Like, how many difference in the score would it be? If somebody came back from 10 back, would that be impressive? 20 back? Would that, if somebody scored 20 points? So you'd find that impressive?
I guess. I don't know.
What
Is
about
it one person doing it?
Well, yeah, basically one person. Or how about this? You're watching a game and somebody is 25 points down. A team is 25 points down. They add one man to the team, and they come back. They win in a 25-point deficit.
You would be impressed. Sure.
You would be impressed by that?
Why not?
Okay, well, I saw
What are you getting at here?
I saw Steve Urkel get put into a basketball game. The Muskrats were losing 46-73. And their star player, I don't know why a star player would be on the court if you're losing 46. I mean, this is like a 30-point deficit. It's over. Pack the bags. It's done.
Start your car.
And Urkel wants to come in. And he's like,
Is this Urkel or Stefan?
No, this is Steve Urkel. And they're like, no, okay, we'll let him in.
Family Matter Minute.
There's no one left. Like, it has to be Urkel. So he comes in. And it rains 30 points on these guys. Steve Urkel, the guy who I've seen fall down because he's getting too many bucks. Yes, did I do that? Rains 30. I've seen him do behind the back, no look pass. Behind the back. 2 alley-oops. 2.
Why was he so good at it? How come when he drank, he invented his own dance called Do the Urkel?
We're going to talk about that here in a second. That's coming up. Wouldn't people talk about this, I don't know, forever? That's what you would hang your career on. If scouts were watching you and you just done a 30-point company, they would be like, I don't know what this kid's drinking, but we're taking it. I mean, he would be set in school, but he's still a nerd, like the next day. Nobody remembers that he saved the game, a 30-point deficit, came back from that. No one's talking about it. And every time I think of anything Urkel, I remember the dance where they're having the party on top of that building. And it's like, hey everybody, do the Urkel, and he has a rap, which means he sat down and wrote a rap about this.
He came up with it on the fly,
choreographed the dance, and then got the other kids to dance. I'm more impressed that he got the other kids to dance. I'm not a popular person. I don't think, hey, everybody do the kilo. And I don't think I can just get people to jump in and start doing it with me.
I would.
Thanks for getting my back on. I appreciate that. Just look at my feet and just kind of do what I do.
Well, I remember he got down on the ground and was like doing a lot of thrusting. I thought that was strange.
They were like, pull your pants way up high and snort through your nose 3 times. Oh gosh, it was terrible.
Now hang on. But you love on Step by Step, Cody. Whenever he kicked a hole in that pop machine, you watch that all the time.
I watch it all the time. I also love that bar fight.
And that guy is not. He doesn't look tough, you know.
Oh, have you seen him now? You wouldn't say that to him now.
Is he a big dude?
Oh my gosh, he is. He gives me the vapors.
His name's Sasha, isn't it?
Yeah, Sasha Baron.
No, it ain't Sasha Baron. It's like Sasha Grey or something.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, but man, he is freaking jacked. He could not fit in this closet. I'm telling you, he couldn't get.
We're not in a closet. What are you talking about?
He steps into the closet. I also love a bar fight between him and Frank. I love that.
I like the bar fight where Carl Winslow takes his badge out and they all back away.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on
Reginald Bell Johnson. That's him.
So at the end, the guy is just, oh yeah.
Come on, you freaking bat, do something.
Yeah. And he's doing all these crazy moves and he gets in Frank's face. And Frank goes, ah, and headbutts him. And it just knocks the guy out. So he learned all that martial arts moves, but he didn't know how to take one good headbutt from Frank, who has no influence.
You can take a headbutt very well, though.
I don't know. But that was funny, though, because this is before they decided to write in the fact that Cody actually knew karate and stuff. So
karate.
Yeah. So when they explained it, they're like, Cody, we didn't know you knew karate. And he's
like, taekwondo, wasn't it?
Or I don't know what it was. And he was like, hey, I was just watching his feet, man. You just do it. You do it. 30-point come from behind victory, and nobody remembers it the next day. I've seen Urkel build a functioning AI that cried. It showed emotion. That's why I hate Carl so much. Carl don't realize
he really dumped on him.
He did, and for everything that he done. Okay, he shrunk them down to like an inch tall, and they had an adventure. It was terrifying. I mean, there was times when I really thought they were going to die, but then they came back. So you realize what he just did? He shrunk them down and expanded them, and neither one of them blew up. No black holes were created. That is a functioning device. And Carl made him put it away. How about we throw our trash in it, Carl, and shrink it down to nothing? Or how about toxic waste?
But he's so annoying.
Can we put toxic waste in there and shrink that down and then bury it?
I don't think that's really a problem anymore. Not like it used to be.
It's still, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot. 50,000 years have passed since the first barrel was capped. It's so...
You know, what about the Toxic Avengers? We never would have had them if it wasn't true.
So
you're just gonna blow past that.
Urkel, he's learning to ride a bike because he's never learned how to ride a bike.
But he's a super genius.
So he's riding a bike, and Carl is getting his brand new car that he's entirely in love with. It was an Oldsmobile, like an '80s. Yeah, and he was in love with it, so he's shining it up. And then here he's determined that he's going to learn to ride a bike, and no one's going to help him. So at the end of the episode, he's riding his bike. He did it. And we're all impressed for some reason that a grown man's riding a bike. And
a grown genius.
So there's Carl, and he's shining his car up, and he's like, "Oh, this is. I was worried that you were learning to do this, and I got a new car, and nothing got damaged." And he's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "And I also invented this, a duck call that can be heard from miles away."
Oh boy.
And he's like, "Blow on this." And for some reason Carl doesn't. Like, what? You just have nothing to do with Urkel. If you hate him that much, leave him alone. So he blows in and it's like, quack, 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 quack. And he looks around, he's like, nothing. He's like, oh, blow on it again. And he goes, wah, 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 wah. And then he holds up an umbrella and opens it up, and they stand underneath it. He's like, what's that for, Steve? It's not going to rain. And then, like, millions of ducks come in and just cover his car in duck poop.
Feces.
But let's look for the fact that he called in thousands of ducks on 2 toots of a duck call. That's like the greatest invention of all time. Oh my god!
But he's so annoying.
I hate these.
So you hate Carl?
I hate Carl so much. He's setting a gold mine. But, we all know Laura's the worst person in the world.
She is, yeah.
So anyway, I'll move on because you don't want to give me the version of it.
I think you already did.
Well, there's plenty more. I haven't talked about Eddie. And not to mention that Waldo.
I don't know how that badge sticks to slime.
Waldo Geraldo DeFaldo. He actually had an arc. He was the only one who seemed like a real person when he went.
What about Weasel? Wasn't that his name?
Yeah,
their buddy.
Yeah, but they were like bad. Like Waldo was like a bad guy, and then he became like a good guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's the only one.
A buddy, wasn't there?
Yeah, he was the only one that had any kind of like.
He turned over a new leaf.
Yes, I give it to him. He showed real promise. He turned over. Everyone else was terrible. Eddie, ugh, can't say Eddie. All Urkel wanted to do was be his friend, and I don't even feel like Eddie was that popular at school either.
I don't think so.
No. And he just had super hearing though. He could hear outside that building. He knew what they were talking about, and he knew the right time to come in. Okay. So. I looked up a list of the stuff that the contest that the internet has ruined, because the internet is great, and I'm gonna give it to 4chan and Reddit just right now. I don't know which one's which, but I'm just gonna say both of them because they are hilarious on there. There was a new boat that was christened not too long ago, and they named the boat Ferry McFerryface. It was a British Columbia ferry that goes back and forth. And you're wondering why on earth they named it that. Well, they turned to the internet and they said, hey, dub the new ship, and that's what won by a landslide. Very face. That was the second choice. The first choice was Bodie McBodieface, but that one was already taken because earlier in the year they had done the exact same thing. And whoever was in charge of the contest was real mad about it because he had to break up.
Sure.
Yeah, and he said it was a lack of creativity on the internet, and it's just a place for bad. That's pretty freaking funny. But I saw the boat. It's for real. It really does say Bodie McBoatface on the side of it. So I got to looking at other stuff that the internet has done, and these people are genius. A troll is the funniest thing to watch, but not be part of. Killer Whale. Oh. Mr. Splashy Pants. It makes me laugh so hard. I can't be laughing right now. Taylor Swift done that. Send me to the next school and I'll perform for free. Before they pulled the contest. They were sending her to the school for the deaf.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's great.
This is why I love Pitbull. I will not talk any garbage about Pitbull because he done the whole thing. Send me to Walmart and I'll perform for the people at the Walmart. And they sent him to the one in Kodiak, Alaska, the most remote Walmart in the world. And he still went. I thought that was cool. Like I will never say anything bad about Pitbull because he went and did it. And he was a good sport about it because the two people, it was revealed that two people were behind it, and he invited both of them to come with him for free, and only one of them did. That would be kind of hard to send somebody to Alaska and then come with them. Like, hey, let's go do it together. But he was on a paper quoting it saying, keep joking, next time you'll send me to the moon. And I thought that was kind of nice. So, I'm always going to be down with people. There's a dump in Texas that wanted to rename it, so they turned to the internet. And the vote that was winning was the Fred Durst Society of Community Arts. The dump.
Fred Durst.
Oh, we hate that guy so much. Oh, man. Yeah.
Fred Durst.
Fred Durst Humanity for School. It's a dump. Parents put it on the internet. Hey, help us name our baby.
Oh no!
And it was the first and last name, and this is the name that won, but they didn't do it. Cholula Allspark. This is my baby, Cholula Allspark. Oh man. This. Do you remember when Mountain Dew had all those contests for like name or Mountain Dew and do the do or do SA? Have you ever seen any of those? Well, at my high priority job, I see a lot of Mountain Dew contests. And they had one called Dub the Dew. And I forgive you if you don't remember this because it was pulled immediately because they had the internet help us name our new apple flavored Mountain Dew. Oh. And the one that was winning, the name of it was Hitler Did Nothing Wrong. And I'm sure Mountain Dew crapped their pants when they saw Hitler did. Hey, go to the store, man. Pick up some Mountain Dews. What flavor? Give me 2. Hitler did nothing wrong.
That is awful.
I think I saw somebody do the font like the Mountain Dew. It's on the side of the bottle. Oh man. So there was another British Columbia. The people in British Columbia could not learn their lesson because they had another name or vote. Apparently they don't know how to name votes over there. They turned to the internet, and the one that won, I don't know if they used it or not, but it won. The SS floating crapsicle. Wouldn't that suck so much that you finally got to pilot your own boat? When they got you, I'm in the floating crapsicle. It's a brand new boat.
Crapsicle.
Oh no, we're stuck down here. Sit down the floating crapsicle together. Oh man, it's so funny.
People are the worst.
Have you ever seen The Room?
The Room?
I can't remember the guy's name now. What is his name? It's the worst movie ever made.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, hi, Mark. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're making a movie about that movie now.
Oh, no.
That's how good it was.
Seth Rogen in it.
No, close. You know that. Franco.
James Franco. Well, Seth Rogen will be in it.
No, I don't know. Who's the other one? Who's his brother?
Dave Franco.
Yeah, I think it's Dave. Actually. And he's in it. I don't know who plays. What's the guy? Tommy? Tommy, I don't know who plays him. It might actually be him. And, I was just I don't know.
Talked about the SS crapsicle.
I think like the joy behind it was to know that it was just disastrously bad and it got made. So why are you making a movie about how bad the movie was? It was just very strange. But I get that on my internet watching now. That's the first thing that shows up, and it's just will someone come down here that can really move us? I go next. And he goes down, and then apparently he's not very good, and we should make our own movie. It's just nobody. It was funny when it was just
the fight. Like he got up in the guy's face.
Yeah,
it's great.
And see, just let it be for what it was. Why are you gonna make a movie about it? That is dumb. There is no more original idea. But I just think that's ridiculous that they made a movie about how bad the movie was. But wouldn't it suck to be that guy to know that your heart and soul was the worst movie ever made?
You know, that's what they said about that movie, The Interview, though. You know, it was supposed to have been a movie about a movie or the making of it or something, but it sure didn't seem like that. I didn't understand where they got that. Oh, man, I love that freaking art.
Oh, no. Alright, well, that's all I got for you.
Hey, I want to talk about James Bond because you walked in while I was watching it.
I watched Die Another Day in theaters with
me.
Daddy. No, you weren't there. I watched it with Dad.
Daddy, you're Dad.
You're my dad in spirit. You were.
What's the one that I was watching?
No, wait. Maybe it was Live and Let Die. I don't know. I think it was Die Another Day.
No, that was Denise Richards?
No, you're watching The World's Not Enough.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, anyhow, I'm watching, and it's all about diamonds. This is the last Pierce Brosnan one that everyone hated. Diamond face. He had a bunch of diamonds.
Yeah, I watched that with you.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, you watch it with me? Yeah.
Sure.
So what does she have on her belly button?
A diamond?
I feel like you could just guess that. The way it went up at the end, I can tell that was a guess, and you know that's what makes me so mad. So they do this horrible thing. I knew the series was over when I heard this. You don't get to see
they've
him.
had like 10 more movies.
You didn't get to see him, and he was like, no, you didn't get to see him. It was a voiceover of like a beautiful house, and he's like, how does that feel? And she's like, I love it. It fits in there so perfect. And he's like, now I need to pull it out.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, now I need to pull it out. And she's like, no, leave it in a little bit longer. And the worst part was my mom was there with my wife, and they sat behind us. Their movie let out early, and they sat behind
Where was
us.
I at? Why would
You were
I?
overseas.
Whatever.
You were defending this country.
I did not.
You were overseas. And so, and then they're behind us laughing, and it really took us out of the movie. Because I wanted to see what it was.
What were you guys? You wanted to be in the movie?
Me and my dad were slightly holding hands like they do in the theaters. And you are right, it was a dad.
Yeah, I've watched movies with you before. I really wish you'd stop doing that.
I get scared. I just... That one, that's the one where they melt the ice hotel.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You probably watched it later on. You didn't watch it with me.
Nah, no, I did. I love you, dude.
And then he kind of paraglides down that water, that tsunami, and it looks really cheesy.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
But I don't care. I love Pierce Brosnan. I thought he was
Pierce
great.
Brosnan's the best freaking James Bond.
I don't like Daniel Craig at all.
No, it's terrible.
I don't feel like he can do the suave part right. And you know what? They were calling for that Black James Bond. I like that guy. I thought he looked great.
Who is it?
Oh man, I don't know.
Yeah, I never cared about what color.
No, and I'm okay with the woman James Bond too.
Jane?
Yeah.
It's got to be Jane Bond.
I'm totally alright with that.
You gotta have Jane.
Plus, I love that fan theory going around that James Bond is a title.
Code name.
Yeah, it's not a name. It's not a name. It's a title. If you get good enough, you can become a James Bond. And I think the girl's name should be James Bond too.
What's the pay grade on anything?
I don't want her to be Jane Bond. I want her to be James Bond. I think that
You can have a girl named Jane.
You can too have a girl named James. You can have a Janie.
Jamie Bond.
No, wait, just James Bond, but we have her to be a girl.
I don't know about this.
And I don't want some roided up Ronda Rousey in there. Just give us a normal looking
She's
woman.
terrible.
Just give us the normal. Like,
Yeah, Holly Holmes.
If she hears you say that, she will cry for 3 days and then consider suicide. So go ahead. You were talking about James Bond? I totally went off the line.
Forgot what I was gonna say. No, well, first of all, I hate the beginnings, the Tutti Fruttis, the song and pouring chocolate over women and stuff. I don't like that.
The World Is Not Enough is a great opening. Wait, maybe I'm thinking the music video. Have you seen the music video where she's a robot?
Bad.
No, I like that. Where she's a robot and they put a bomb in her and she's singing The World Is Not Enough on top of a bomb.
I don't remember that part.
And everyone thinks that the bomb isn't real, but it turns out she is the bomb.
She's the bomb?
And I want to say it's Gwen Stefani, because it's not.
Probably not. She's awful.
So yeah, go ahead. You don't like
I just don't like those beginnings of any of them. They're all bad. And I hate the names of them all. Octopussy? What's a Thunderball? What's a Thunderball?
No, I'll tell you which one is it. Moonraker.
Yeah.
What the freak is that?
Freaking Moonraker?
They could have just called it Moonbase 7 or
Could have
something.
been anything.
Oh.
Yeah, it was so bad. I like a golden eye. Get that? The dude had a golden eye. Or gold finger. You know, I get those, but I don't know. I'm not okay with a lot of them.
Did you know that tomorrow never dies?
Yeah, this is stupid
It makes
too.
tons of sense, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow never dies. I mean,
I guess. But yeah, they're just dumb names. Was Ian Fleming? I mean, Dr. No. That's why Ian Fleming is the guy that made it.
Dr. No makes sense.
Dr. No makes sense, you know, and then that's probably all Ian Fleming did, and then he's just, I don't know, sure he's dead now.
I don't know. Live and let die kind of makes sense, you know.
Yeah, but man, they were hit and miss. What was the deal?
No, it doesn't work. You know what I love best about the James Bond movies is they're all a product of the time that they were made in. And you can see them start to get, like, really weird. Like, the Timothy Dalton one, I like that one. But it's just so ridiculously over the top.
What about the one where the semi popped a wheelie?
that's the Timothy Dalton one.
He made more than one.
No, he only made one.
What?
Yeah.
Are you for real?
No way. Yeah, he only made one. Do you know the name of it?
It's probably
Living Daylights.
something really dumb.
Yeah, I know that Living Daylights.
Oh man.
And that one's all about drugs, and it just seems odd that James Bond has been dispatched to take out drugs.
It's got to be like some wheel they spin or some app on a phone.
No, that's what we were worried about back in the 90s, was drug usage. So, you know.
No, I'm saying for the names. I'm so stuck on that. They put like random names in there. Spin the wheel and what's the name of our
nouns and
next
a wheel of verbs. Tree Run, the next James Bond movie. But so when Roger Moore was doing it, he was like car movies were real popular. So he has that Lotus that he's driving, and he's trying to catch that really fast boat, the boat that's really fast. And actually, the guy goes, "Son, you ain't gonna catch that boat. That's the fastest boat in the world." And he goes after it in the car, and there's that ramp that for some reason a bridge has collapsed this way, where it goes up and then twists. I don't know how.
Sure.
And for some reason, he has a guy with him. I don't know why he had a guy with him. And he stops him from that bridge and revs his engine up. And the guy's like, "You're not going to do what I think you're going to do." And he's
I thought
like,
it was Lamborghini. Didn't they do that in what, Cannonball or something?
So he takes off and he's like, "I'm going to do it." Why would James Bond say that? And then he hits the ramp and goes through, and they actually do the slide whistle.
Yeah,
And then he lands. Ting! And it doesn't feel like a James Bond movie when you're hearing the slide whistle, and then I know. I was waiting for him to.
Boy, boy, boy. That's the sound effect later with
the girl takes a rope off and.
Boy, 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 boy.
But this new one's just as bad because Daniel Craig is like all a UFC guy. You know, that's like all of his moves are straight from there. You know, and he's a killer.
He's awful.
He's
never been in any movie I liked.
Well, see, just what I'm saying, like, in Casino Royale, there's a parkour scene.
Well, I did like that.
And I do enjoy that parkour scene as much as I don't watch. I've never seen that movie, but I have watched the parkour scene. And it is good.
What about the one in Live Free or Die Hard? Now, those movies are dumb named too, and I love those. Die Hard? How can you die hard? And then you do it with a vengeance. That's stupid.
What about It's a Good Day to Die Hard?
Oh, that was awful.
I didn't even see that.
That fifth one was so
I was
bad.
too embarrassed to ask a woman for the ticket. Can I take a ticket to
Never mind, I'll take the My Little Ponies.
Can I have a ticket to the newest Bruce Willis joint? Oh, you mean A Good Day to Die Hard? Yes, please.
So bad.
What I find is weird is he never talks about his kids. Because he never let on to the fact that he gets into the fourth one. And then they never let on to the fact that he had 2 kids into the fifth one.
And he's a grown man.
I assume he has more kids. I mean, you can just guess that he probably has.
He's got Maury Povich.
Oh, man.
So bad. But I love those movies.
You were the one that was telling
Except for
me.
the fifth one.
You went and saw The World Was Not Enough Without Me. And you said it was really good because James Bond gets beat up a lot at the beginning.
I've never seen a movie by myself. That doesn't make
sense. We went and saw it with our friend that we dare not speak his name because he's not dead yet. And he will find us.
Oh man, that thing is quick. Oh, take that bomb, you freaking worm.
Alright, I'm out of here. I'll see you later.
Hang on, I'm not done yet. No, on the.
Hang on, I gotta come back. Okay, I'm here.
On this movie, the one I was watching.
Yeah.
Oh man, time's up. Sorry.
I came back for nothing? Alright, I'm out of here.
Wait. We still have time.
Let me come back.
He piloted that boat down the street for quite a ways. Turned corners.
Huge fishing boat?
And
yeah, I'm not totally sure I turned corners.
Well, he had the you know
oh, the thrusters on the back?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But they push in a straight line.
Maybe the rudder, you know, was on the ground, I suppose.
Yeah. He ruined that boat.
Yeah.
Boats aren't meant to drive.
I mean, I got a flat bottom boat. I've never thought about driving it down Main Street. But,
That was at the beginning. That's the part that you liked. You told me this was a good movie a long time ago.
yeah, it is a good
Why are
movie.
you trashing it?
I'm not. I'm saying
Okay.
I like Pierce Brosnan, except for the Matador was awful, and
I heard that was good.
yeah, a lot of people liked it for some reason. But
I heard that
hated
was
it.
his middle finger to the James Bond series because they kicked him out because he found out he wasn't doing James Bond when they announced the new James Bond movie and he wasn't in it, and he didn't go to any of the filming.
Okay. You notice you weren't on the poster?
And so he done the Matador as like a hey, look at me, like I can.
He was terrible.
But now he's come out and said that he's a terrible James Bond. Have you seen those? Where
Oh man, I hope he didn't like molest some dog or something on set. That would be a bad one.
Yeah. But he came out and said he's a terrible James Bond. I think
He's
saying
not. He's great.
I think he's saying that as some kind of I'm coming back to the series. Watch this.
I think it's a self-deprecating.
Yeah, he's going even deeper. He's gonna go deeper and then come up behind him. That's what he does.
He was great.
You want to talk about all the next James Bond movies? I'd love to do
The
this.
next James Bond movie?
Let's do all the James Bond movies for the next episode.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, day off.
I love James Bond.
What about when Sean Connery just fought strong women? They kept putting their legs around him. Oh no!
That happened on
Yeah, Brosnan got the
Brosnan
strong
too, yeah, the Strangler.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop it, lass. You got your legs around me. I can smell you from here.
I better stop this.
Okay, I'll see you later. Let me leave.
All right, I'm probably gonna win this episode or win the whatever. Bye.